If you're looking for the best bass amp, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Fender Rumble 25 V3 bass combo amplifier. First up, we are having a look at the lower end of the Fender Rumble line. Having previously looked at the 15 model, we are stepping up to the 25. Now, whilst we would never suggest anything below a 75/100 for performing with, this is a good basic beginner practice amp ideal for bedroom use. It is a bit of a step down from the Rumble 40 as it doesn't offer quite so many onboard controls. There's no gain, and you are limited to your standard 3-band EQ as opposed to the 4. That said, it provides pretty great sound and provides a contour filter as well as an overdrive. The overdrive is a non-adjustable delta comp limiter, which holds pretty well and subtly keeps the volume low enough so as not to feed. If you want the perk of sculpting it, then it might be worth the price hike for the Rumble 40 model, which gives you drive and level dials as well as a bright and vintage switch in addition to the contour. It is equipped with a high-quality 8-inch speaker with a stiff paper cone that doesn't dampen, which is what gives this amp its namesake rumbling nature. The stiffness with the contour up also gives it a nice attack, ideal for slapping. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Samson bass guitar amplifier. This second selection may raise a few eyebrows, but it has been included as a versatile travel amp that can be easily lugged about. Now, when it comes to battery mini amps, let's be honest, most of them suck, and in all honesty, you won't find many which will do your bass any favors, but being able to have a jam on an outing is just as appealing to us bassists as it is to a guitarist. No one really wants to spend a whole lot on something so impractical, which is why we have picked this cheap little amp from Samson. It has a pretty good sound for a 10-watt speaker, and they make a specifically bass-orientated model that has some low curve response to reproduce the lower harmonics of your signal. It does have a fairly low cutoff for the breakup as far as the volume levels are concerned. It features a volume knob as well as tone and gain. There's an overdrive switch, but to be honest, with the breakup, the gain acts a low-level overdrive at max volume anyhow. It has an auxiliary in and out, so you can use this a portable silent practice amp to jam to tracks and practice playing technique without investing a whole bunch. The number 3 position is held by Hartke HD15 bass combo amplifier. We are once again sticking with the low wattage to keep our comparisons fair. The Hartke HD15 combo amp is another great bare-bones practice option. Let's review. The HD15 is the company's entry-level maiden model. It offers onboard bass, mid, and treble controls with hardy dials in an uncluttered layout. Alongside the 3-band EQ, you have your volume adjustment. It serves up a good range of tones. Despite its back-to-basic options, this is largely because of the quality of the company's proprietary speaker designs. Granted, the HD15 model has a smaller dimension, 6.5 inches than their higher output versions, but the cone composition makes it one dynamic little beaut. The high drive speaker cones are constructed with a paper pulp and aluminum blend, which gives it rigidity and flexibility for a versatile set of tones from smooth and warm to the punchier bright end, peaky attacks. This renders it a suitable practice amp for playing a variety of genres and perfecting a range of techniques. It again has aux in and out for playing from your devices and headphone listening. Next, at number 4, we have AmpEgg BA108 V2 20-watt 8 bass combo amplifier. Next up, an AmpEgg option which runs at 20 watts and features a hardworking 8-inch speaker that does a great job. It is a hardier option with a great enclosure design that is ideal for bearing the brunt if you have to lug it to a different practice location. It is built with a 60-degree angle that means you can have it standing or lay it down in a monitor-style position, in which case it directs the audio up at you. It is impressively powerful for a 20-watt option, competing with some 30/40-watt models in terms of volume and punch. It features your typical triple-band equalization and has an output volume control, as well as an additional auxiliary input volume dial. It has a headphone jack for silent practice too. It is a versatile low-watt option which has a -15 decibel switch to engage for higher output instrument sources to prevent killing the amp. The number 5 position is held by Orange Crush Bass 25W Bass Guitar Combo Amp. We are huge fans of Orange, and not just for their eye-catching retro good looks, They are exceptionally well built and have notoriously good tube emulation. Practice Amp. It is ruggedly constructed and has a nice top-mounted display of controls that are easy to navigate. It is competitively priced at an affordable retail level and brings some notable features to the table. Importantly, it benefits from the company's parametric mid-frequency equalization, which allows users to manipulate the curves to their preference in addition to your standard bass, mid, and treble control. Being able to soften or harden the peaks gives a much more thorough control over the tones you can achieve between the 3-band EQ on board. Another contrast to its competition is that it is fitted with a built-in chromatic tuner, a handy plus for any musician. The speaker measures 8 inches and performs well. All of the circuitry signal paths are analog, allowing for authentic great cab simulation in the headphone output. It has a -6 decibel switch to lower the source input power. The number 6 position is dominated by Peavey MAX300 bass combo amplifier. Next, a 10-watt option that rivals the 15s we have highlighted from Peavey. It is built like a brick house and provides one of the most durable options on the market. It is equipped with an industry-leading standard 6.5-inch speaker that holds its own and serves up a rich variety of classic Peavey tones. It benefits from the company's trans-tube technology, a sort of hybrid medium between the vintage analog and modern digital pathways, which is what allows it to stay true to the iconic vintage sounds associated with the Peavey line. Signals are also processed with Peavey's Acoustic low-end tech, which enhances the low-end, adding bass. It is notably impressive for such a small model, blowing other 10-watt combos out of the water and perfect for bedroom practice. It has large dials that provide a 2-band EQ for your high and low end, alongside a vintage gain dial, which tweaks the sound through the trans-tube emulations, adding dirt. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Boy FBG B15 15-watt bass amp. Next up, we have a low-cost solution that presents some good value for money. It is a 15-watt model with a 6.5-inch speaker that is well-engineered and has good low-end handling. It has a solid construction and is lightweight with a strong carry handle that makes it portable for changing practice locations. It features front-loaded dials that are on the smaller side, creating wider spacing, so you won't knock one whilst you adjust the other. Like the Peavey above, they only have treble and bass adjustment, but between the two you can hone in on a range of sounds. There are a volume dial and an auxiliary input along with a headphone output. The number 8 position is held by Blackstar Bass Combo Amplifier. Over to Blackstar Fly 3 Bass for a tiny battery-powered option that incredibly runs on just 3 watts. Its miniature speaker will not work wonders for your bass in terms of sound, but it has good bass handling and clarity. The clean is pretty impressive, and the gain gives you a little drive when maxed without raising the volume too much. This is because it features an ISS shaping compressor that can be used to keep the volume regulated and allow the gain to add fuzz. It has gain compression and volume dials along with a tone depth control, which allows you to focus the response between the low, mid, or treble to find your sweet spot. It has an aux in and an emulated line out and is ideal for a silent practice solution that takes up next to no storage space and can be taken out and about because of its battery operation. Next at number 9, we have new Hohner 15W bass guitar amplifier. Another low-cost option for bedroom practice is this recently upgraded model from Hohner that runs at 15 watts. It is fitted with a 6.5-inch 8-ohmega speaker, which provides decent low-end reproduction. It is made with a dual-layer paper/aluminum cone that gives it a retro warmth. It provides bass, middle, and treble controls as well as an input volume dial, so you can easily tailor your preferred tone. It has a good build quality with a carpeted exterior and metal corner caps, as well as rubber feet, and the grill seems reasonably durable for a budget bass amp. It has two 3.5mm connections, one in and one out, for playing along with devices and headphone listening. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Ibanez Bass Combo Amplifier. We are winding things down with a bass combo amp from Ibanez for a look at their lowest watt starter option. Again, we recommend searching their higher end if you want anything more than a compact practice amp, but given that it is a 10-watt model, it does a pretty sweet job at low volumes. It does seem to have a breakup point, and unless you like a lot of grit, you will want to keep it below the 6/7 mark as far as the volume is concerned. Fortunately, it is a real powerhouse, and even the lowest volumes are fairly loud for a rehearsal rig model. It has a great rugged build with hardy corner shields to keep it protected against knocks and bumps. The grill is of good quality, and it is very compact and lightweight. The onboard controls give you bass, middle, and treble controls to tweak your equalization for a range of musical styles. It again provides an aux in and out, making it ideal for learning new songs and practicing without disturbing anyone. That's all for today. We upload music product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.